Before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of car enthusiasts, because today, you're about to witness one of the greatest V12 Ferraris ever built. This is the Ferrari 812 Competizione, a car that is not just fast, a broken bar. For over 70 years, Ferrari's beating heart has been its naturally aspirated V12 engine. From the legendary 250 GTO of the 1960s, to the Daytona, the Testarossa, the Enzo, and eventually the 812 Superfast, a Ferrari has always treated the V12 as the crown jewel of its engineering. But today, in a world rapidly moving toward hybridization and electrification, the 812 Competizione stands as a final love letter, a swan song to this glorious era of pure combustion. This car is Ferrari saying, before we move into the future, let us remind you what true performance feels like: a broken bar without batteries, without turbos, and without compromise. The Competizione is the ultimate, track-focused evolution of the Ferrari 812 Superfast. It takes everything the Superfast offered: power, elegance, and performance, and amplifies it to an extreme. Only 999 coupes and 599 open-top Apritas were built. That's it. Which means the moment Ferrari announced it, every single one was spoken for. Buyers didn't hesitate, they knew this was a piece of history. At the heart of the Competizione lies Ferrari's most powerful naturally aspirated V12 ever built, a 6.5-liter monster producing 819 horsepower at 9,250 RPM. Let that sink in. 819 horses, with no turbochargers, no electric assistance. This engine revs to 9,500 RPM, higher than almost any road-going V12 in history. The sensation as the revs climb is unlike anything else. It's linear, relentless, and then, at the top of the range, it screams with the sound that could wake the dead. 0 to 60, just 2.85 seconds. 0 to 124, around 7.5 seconds. Top speed, 211 miles per hour. But beyond the numbers, this engine gives you something no turbocharged or hybrid supercar can: emotion. That raw, mechanical thrill that makes your hair stand on end. To achieve this, Ferrari engineers went to extreme lengths: titanium connecting rods, a lighter crankshaft, redesigned pistons, diamond-like carbon coatings to reduce friction. The dual-clutch transmission was recalibrated for 5% faster gear changes. And then there's the aerodynamics. The front has a new splitter and cooling ducts. The hood features carbon vents for heat extraction. At the rear, Ferrari replaced the glass with a carbon panel fitted with vortex generators, an innovation that channels air to the spoiler, creating massive downforce. All in all, the Competizione generates 30 to 35% more downforce than the 812 Superfast, while also shedding 38 kilograms of weight. The result is sharper handling, better cooling, and the kind of stability you need when pushing over 200 miles per hour. The Competizione isn't just about straight-line speed. Ferrari equipped it with four-wheel steering, independent rear-wheel actuators, and the latest version of their side-slip control 7.0. This means agility that feels almost supernatural. At low speeds, the rear wheels turn opposite to the front, making the car rotate faster into corners. At high speeds, they turn in the same direction, keeping the car planted and stable. The result: on a racetrack, this 800 horsepower Grand Tourer feels as nimble as a lightweight sports car. Every corner is sharp, every braking zone stable, and every exit explosive. From a design perspective, the Competizione is pure theater. The sharp front splitter, the sculpted hood, the louvers, the carbon fiber rear panel with vortex fins, every detail looks exotic and aggressive. The rear end is perhaps the most dramatic. The vortex generators not only add function but also make it instantly recognizable. The quad taillights and massive diffuser complete the look, leaving no doubt that this is Ferrari's ultimate track weapon in road legal form. Inside, Ferrari kept things focused. The cabin is stripped of unnecessary luxuries. Lightweight carbon fiber, Alcantara, and minimalist design dominate the space. The steering wheel, with its signature Ferrari LEDs for shifting, sits at the center of the experience. This isn't about comfort, it's about driving. The interior tells you immediately, You are in a race car that just happens to wear a license plate. Now, how does the 812 Competizione stack up against its rivals? Take the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, another naturally aspirated V12 monster. The SVJ makes 759 horsepower and has similar drama, but its single-clutch gearbox feels old-school compared to Ferrari's lightning-fast dual-clutch. Then there's the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, elegant, powerful, and twin-turbocharged. But while the DBS delivers brutal torque, it lacks the razor-sharp precision and high-revving purity of Ferrari's V12. And finally, Ferrari's own SF90 Stradale, a hybrid, faster on paper, but lacking the emotional soundtrack and mechanical connection of the Competizione. In the end, the Competizione is less about outright numbers and more about purity. It's Ferrari saying, this is the last word on the naturally aspirated V12. Because of its rarity, the Competizione is already a collector's gem. With only 1,598 units total, prices on the secondary market are skyrocketing. Originally priced around $600,000, some examples are now worth well over $1 million, and that value will likely continue to climb. Why? Because it's not just limited, it's symbolic. It represents the end of Ferrari's naturally aspirated V12 era. Future Ferraris will be hybrids, someday, fully electric. But the Competizione, it will always be remembered as the last purebred. So, what is the Ferrari 812 Competizione? Its speed, its history, its theater. It's the last great naturally aspirated V12 Ferrari, a lighter, sharper, more powerful, and more emotional than anything before it. If the 812 Superfast was Ferrari's ultimate grand tourer, then the Competizione is the ultimate expression of Ferrari's DNA, a passion, power, and perfection. If you love this deep dive into the Ferrari 812 Competizione, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more epic supercar reviews. And let me know in the comments, say if you had the chance to own one of those limited edition V12 masterpieces, would you keep it locked away as a collector's treasure, or would you take it to the track and let it scream? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.